Look at this.
Yeah, that's a big serving.
That's only half of this. This is probably about 300 calories. 300.
And you'd be full eating that.
Coach Greg, and welcome to my Anabolic kitchen. It's more anabolic than last time, and I'm here with
Ali Smith.
and she's my Vanna White. We're gonna make cottage cheese protein pudding. Doesn't this sound appetizing? Cottage cheese pudding.
Yum.
So she was supposed. So before we made the video, she
They
said.
were being sarcastic.
So before she made the video, she said, "Can I tell people what I really think that this is gonna be like?" And I'm like, "Yeah, be honest." So what did you say?
Well, I'm not a cottage cheese fan. So, like, mixing it up into pudding, I was like, ugh, this is not going to be good. Can we do another recipe instead?
So what she actually said is, "I don't think this is going to be good. It's probably gross. I don't like it. I've never tried it. I don't want to do it." That's just being more...
You're so annoying.
You water down what you're saying. Be honest. They want to know the truth. She thinks
did.
it's going to suck.
No, I never said that. I said
That's what
I
she
don't
thinks.
like cottage cheese. I
Cottage
think it's going to be
cheese,
gross.
pudding, chocolate, ugh. This was one of my all-time favorite recipes. I used to make it all the time. I've made it 20, 30, I don't remember how many times, but I haven't made it in a while because I've been making so many new videos, so many new recipes, and so it's kind of the lost art one. I'm excited for this because it tastes friggin' amazing. So many people don't like cottage cheese, but cottage cheese has so much pudding. It's amazing. It's so healthy.
You just said cottage cheese has so much pudding.
Protein.
You didn't say that.
I make mistakes all the time. I talk too fast.
Oh my gosh.
So we're making cottage cheese protein pudding, and we're making it a chocolate flavor.
With your casein and whey.
And we're making...
HDLT.
Yeah, we're making it with casein and whey because it makes it thicker. When you use casein, it makes it much more thick. When you use whey, it makes it much less thick. This is a blend of the two. This is amazing for cooking, for baking.
Smells good. Chocolate donut.
It's gonna be freaking good. And you don't have to use chocolate. You can make vanilla. For example, we have a vanilla one. Vanilla ice cream.
You want it thicker because
Than
it's
last time.
better?
Because it's pudding. Pudding thick. It's not a shake.
Got it.
This is pudding, actual pudding, and it's very low in calories. It has approximately 100 calories per cup. So for me, a serving is 2 cups, this much. It's pretty good. 200 calories. 16 grams of protein, 200 calories. So without further ado, let's start making the freaking recipe.
All right.
So this is
Instruction
easy.
number 1.
Put this in there.
Okay.
All of it.
I get to do
it? You're the Vanna.
Okay. Woo!
Perfect. That in there. So it's 2 cups of cottage cheese. We're using 0% fat because
How
it's got the
much?
lowest calories. The whole friggin' thing.
All of this?
All of it. Get it in there.
How many cups are we making?
Put it in there. All of it. And the recipe calls for 4.5 cups. This is just under a liter, so we're gonna put a little bit more.
Really?
And we don't need to be exact. We just kind of guess at it. We're gonna put a little bit more. It's all gonna work out in the end. I made this a bunch of times. So that's just a little bit more. Okay. There's no rules in the Anabolic kitchen. If you don't want to add more, you don't need to add more. The less milk you put, the thicker it's going to be. The more milk you put, the less thick it's going to be. So depending on how thick or thin you like it, you can base it on that. Also, I should point out, you can make this with milk, much thicker but higher in calories. So what I did was try to create the lowest calorie recipe, the most filling, lots of volume, lots of protein.
Makes sense.
That's why I did this. Next, 2 scoops of harder than last time.
Protein powder.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, next, the pudding, the whole box. You can show the box.
So we're
I'll
doing...
be Vanna.
Okay. That's it. You're doing it the wrong way.
I'm fired as Vanna. So there we go.
Perfect.
And very important ingredient, the xanthan gum or guar gum, and it's 1.5 to 2 tablespoons. That's a TB, not a teaspoon. That's a shit ton.
So it's
and
a
the
large amount.
It's to make it super thick. If you use teaspoons, it's not going to be as thick. You would have to put a lot less of the milk, the almond milk, and that would make it less voluminous. It would make it more calorie dense. So I created this recipe when I was dieting for bodybuilding competitions, 6% body fat, starving out of my mind, and I could eat this and be full for hardly any calories.
Sounds good to me.
Sweeteners. Y'all know I love sweeteners, so we put 10 packs of this.
Woo!
Love it.
That's a lot of packs.
If you want it thicker, you can use my Fibro. This recipe was created before the existence of Fibro.
Do you use Fibro instead of the
Instead of, or
sweetener?
half and half, depends on your choice. So if you want Fibro, make it really thick, it'd be better, thicker, you could use the Fibro. But if you're looking for the lowest calorie alternative, something simple, you don't have this, slam it in there.
It's always better thicker.
Well, not really, if we're being honest.
That's very true.
Yeah, so what do you think you have to do now?
Put it onto the Ninja.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
in no particular order. You see how easy this is? People complaining, some of your recipes are too hard. It was a mess in the kitchen. You literally put it all in the friggin' blender and you blend it. It's like a protein shake. That's it.
Okay.
I don't know if you have it lined up properly. Eek. No. No, there's an arrow. It's a Ninja. There you go. There we go. All right. All you got to do, I start on the low speed.
And
so
speed it up.
And then blend it for a bit. And then we're just going to let it blend and see what happens. Okay, so since we used the Ninja, we blended it for 2 minutes. It's been done for a while. Didn't need the 3 minutes, but if you have a regular blender, you might need 3 minutes, but this is a powerful blender. If you're using a Vitamix like Will Tennyson, probably gonna take you an hour, 2 hours, probably need 2 blenders, it's gonna smoke, and you might become a meme. That black thing that you're sticking around and you lick it, you may in fact become a meme, so be careful when using the Vitamix.
I don't think I quite understood what meme that was.
You don't know that meme?
No.
Will Tennyson had the... So there's the top, we just get rid of that. And then...
I'm taking it off.
All right, you do this part, and then...
Do we need to scrape?
This one?
Do you need to
We
scrape
didn't
the
even
sides?
stop and scrape the sides.
No.
Like a protein ice cream shake, you gotta scrape. We just let it go, okay? So we just need to, like, do you want me to do this?
Yeah, I don't know how to do this
Okay,
kind of
so
stuff.
you just get rid of this part. So you don't want to waste it, and you don't want to cut your lip open,
You don't
which
want to
I've
lick.
done.
You don't want to lick that.
No,
That's
this
not
is
like
not-
the regular your mom's beaters. That didn't sound great.
It's not something
What are they
safe to
called?
lick.
Egg beaters?
Be careful.
You know, like the egg beaters that you
I
lick.
think it's like a
Yeah, it's like a handheld.
a whiff.
The whisk? No, that's different. But you could lick
All right,
that
so
too.
I'm gonna get rid of this. I like
Okay.
to stick my finger in the hole and
Yeah,
get some
get
out like
whatever's.
that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you love holes.
Oh yeah. I'm
Okay.
just gonna lick the remaining portions. Everyone knows the calories
We
don't
need not
count.
waste.
The calories don't count on the parts that you lick off while you're cooking. They don't count as calories, so that's important to remember. It thickens up over time, so you need to cool it down, and it's warm from the blending.
It
okay?
is?
You got to put it in the fridge for 2 or 3 hours before it gets to the desired coolness and thickness. It's going to get thicker than last time. It might look all right now,
It's
but
not
it's going to be
warm.
super
It's just
thick.
not cold. Okay, so I have to measure this out. Can we just guess?
Well, this is 2 cups exactly.
Okay.
So if you fill this up,
And this is 1 cup.
you can just pour this in, and that's 1 cup. So we pre-measured this. So this is a 200 calorie serving. This is what I would eat for like 1 normal serving. 200 calories. That is not a lot. Most of you is snacking. You're gonna have 500-600 calorie snack.
Woo!
So that is a 200 calorie serving, and it's not even fully thickened up right now. So you can imagine, and this tastes absolutely ridiculous. People, you're underestimating just how good this is. 200 calories, 16 grams of protein of absolute deliciousness. You stick it in the fridge, you can put it in your cooler, you can bring it to work, you can eat a snack, and you will
Snacks.
not get fat because it's very low in calories. We're gonna just put the rest in this. This is a 6 cup bad boy.
Okay.
So this is 600 calories. If you fill this whole thing up and eat it, and most of you probably could not finish this off, it is 600 calories and 6 times 8, babe.
Oh my gosh, that's too hard.
48 grams of protein.
Woo!
48 grams of protein. That is a meal in itself. Okay, and so normally we wait 2 or 3 hours to do the taste test, but we don't want to record this 2 hours from now. We're gonna taste it now. We're gonna give you Allie's opinion. Does she like it? Is it bad? Remember, this is cottage cheese chocolate protein pudding.
It looks like pudding. Which
It
is
looks
a good thing.
like pudding.
So I won't hopefully gag when I know it's cottage cheese.
Do you feel like you're on the cottage right now?
No, it doesn't
No,
taste like the
it
cottage.
doesn't taste
right
like the
now.
cottage.
It's good.
You taste chocolate.
It tastes chocolate for sure.
If you didn't know there was cottage cheese in this, could you have told me that that was an ingredient in here?
No, not at all.
I do coaching plans for a living, and so many people write in and say they don't like cottage cheese, and I say, make sure you try this recipe out. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being normal pudding, that would be chocolate pudding, what do you
Oh
give
man,
this?
I haven't had pudding in like 5 million years. When was the last time I ate pudding? Probably like those little containers.
This.
When I
When
was
you
sick.
eat normal pudding.
when I had to be on bowel rest. That was the last time.
If someone said this is high in protein and healthy, would you believe them? I wouldn't believe it. I'd be like, nope, it's not. It's pudding. There's no difference. It's just as good.
Yeah.
Normally I say 80% of the real thing is good enough. This is 100% as good as pudding. It's pudding. It's just got more protein and way less calories. Look at this.
Yeah, that's a big serving.
That's only half of this. This is probably about 300 calories. 300.
And you'd be full eating that.
Well, I wouldn't. You would.
I would be full.
I could eat 6 cups for sure. I'd be full, but
That's a lot.
So hopefully you liked the video. Give it a chance. Try it out. The recipe is in Cookbook 2.0. It's one of 100 plus recipes that are amazing. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IP Pro. Follow all about Allie, where 1 year she may in fact post another video. Also, you can get supplements like this, turkesterone, protein powder, the G Shred. Click the link in the description to buy it. And until next time, we are out.